Hi there, I'm Professor Hartl and I'm going to show you the most important things you need to know about our e-learning platform, Eduvidual, for distance learning at the Europagymnasium Auhof. First of all, I will show you how to get started with our e-learning platform, Eduvidual. We begin at our homepage www.europagym.at. On our homepage, if we scroll down a little bit, we find a capital M right in the center, and I'm going to click that right away. M like Eduvidual. This little text here explains how those two fit together, but read that at home. I follow the link to Eduvidual, click that, and see the login page. Well, I actually get to select how I want to log in here. I choose Microsoft, and now I can log in using my usual username, in my case m.muster, and I have to add @europagym.at to my username. I click Weiter, continue, and now I'm asked for my password. It's exactly the same password I use to log into any computer in school. I confirm by clicking Anmelden, sign in. Now it loads a little bit, and I'm taken right to the course overview, Überblick. Here I can see all my courses. But I can also change my language from German, for example, to English, French, or any other language I like. I'm going to go for English, and now I can see course overview, menu in English, but unfortunately just the menus. The content itself does not change the language. I switch back to German, and again everything is German. So much for getting started with Eduvidual. Now I will show you what your Klassenkurs is and where you can find it. We're going to start out with the menu on the left hand side. If it's hidden, show it using the 3 horizontal lines and click Meine Schulen, my schools. Here you should see only a single school, the Europagymnasium Auhof, where I have the role of a student, Schüler oder Schülerin. I continue by clicking the Europagymnasium Auhof, and I'm taken to the list of all the different course categories there are. It is quite a long list, but don't worry, most of those will not concern us during distance learning. So I've got back up to the very top, where the most important course category for us is the Klassenkurse. I'm gonna select the Klassenkurse by clicking it, and now I can see all the different Klassenkurse there are. There is one of those for each class. We have got 55 classes, so really a pretty long list. Please continue by finding your class, or rather the course for your class, but don't click it yet. First, I want to show you, this one is mine by the way, the 1N. At the very top, we got another link that is kind of important. Not right now, but later on, when we go into video conferences, you'll need the virtual classrooms for mixed groups, virtuelle Klassenräume für Mischgruppen. Okay, now click the link taking you to your Klassenkurs. Okay, on this page, you can see all the different teachers you got. And we got 2 options below. First, or the second, we could enroll as a teacher. Well, we do not want to enroll as a teacher. We are not a teacher, are we? Neither of us. Right. Above, we got enrollment as a student. This is the one we need. We click Einschreiben, enroll. Now we are in our Klassenkurs, and we are greeted by a friendly message telling us that we have enrolled successfully. Okay, I'm gonna discard this message. You only see this the very first time. From now on, you are enrolled, you don't have to do that again. At the top, unsere Klasse, a little bit more detail later on. Let's scroll down first. You can see all the different subjects like Latin and psychology and philosophy. Don't worry, I know you maybe have not got these subjects. Not all of them at least. This is due to all the different Klassenkurse to be built the same way, so you see all the subjects that any student in our school has, even those you have not got. Unsere Klasse, our class, is the most important part. Here we got several links like the Terminplaner. This is a schedule of all your video conferences. More on that later on. Also we got the different virtual classrooms for video conferences. And we got a calendar for all the deadlines when you have to upload something. Moreover, we got down here organizational stuff. This is a forum where you can ask questions and get answers to those questions. Like for example, when will this hiking day take place? Of course, right now the answer is not at all, but you could ask you and you would be told. Below, a link to some further directions on different IT topics and the grading criteria. If you want to read through those once more, you can find them here. So much for unsere Klasse. I would like to show you another alternative way to get here now. To do so, I will return to the overview, Überblick. That is the page we did start out when we had signed in to Eduvidual. So the overview is loading again, and we can now not only see biology, but also the Klassenkurs 1N, the course we did just enroll in together. First we used my schools to go there, but now I can also click the Klassenkurs 1N in the overview, and I'm taken right to the Klassenkurs itself. That's it for what your Klassenkurs is and where to find it. Next I will show you where your work assignments are hiding in Eduvidual. At the Europagymnasium Auhof, your work assignments are structured as weekly plans and can be found either directly in your Klassenkurs or in a separate Eduvidual course. I start out in my Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse, our class, and I minimize that by clicking onto it. Next I'm going to scroll down a little bit to find a subject like German. I expand it by clicking it, and here is the first work assignments. The weekly plan, German, week 47. I minimize German again, clicking on it and scroll down. Let's take a look at another one. Maths, here it is. I click Maths, and I find the work assignment, work schedule week 47, Maths. Right below, some work solutions. I suppose I will have to check my work against those. And I can also see above, who's teaching me in Maths? Professor Funk. Alright, I did know that, didn't I? Minimize Maths, scroll back up. Let's take a look at English. Here it is. Click it to open it, and there are 3 different teachers in this class. Professor Atzmüller-Rieser, Professor Gauch, and last but not least, Professor Gould is teaching my class as well. So there are 1, 2 work assignments directly in the Klassenkurs. I probably don't have to do that if I'm in the group of Professor Atzmüller-Rieser. With Professor Atzmüller-Rieser, I see all the work assignments are in her Eduvidual course, with the link right below. I click the link, and I'm taken straight to Professor Atzmüller-Rieser's English course in Eduvidual. We see here work schedule week 47, and below a link to a listening. I suppose I'm gonna need that one, when I do the work assignment. Next question. How do I get back to the Klassenkurs? Usually, I could just click back in my browser. This is up here. It looks a little bit different in different browsers. I'm going to demonstrate it very quickly. So I want to go one page back. I click it. There I go. But it does not work in this case. It is grayed out because it has been opened in a separate tab. So we've got the Klassenkurs tab and the separate Eduvidual course next to it. What I can do here is I just use the little X to close it. And there I am, back in the Klassenkurs. I minimize English, scroll back up, and so far so good. Now you know where your work assignments are hiding in Eduvidual. Is there some sort of overview of all the various deadlines? Yes, there is. I start out in the Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse, and I can see here the link Kalenderabgaben, so calendar for handing in, for deadlines for handing in. I click it and I'm taken to the Abgabekalender. Here you can see on the left hand side we also have a link to the calendar in the menu, and now I can scroll down and see all the 30 days of the month November. We started out in the month view, but there's also a view for days and for current deadlines. We stick with the month and take a closer look at the different deadlines I can see here. So I can only read a few letters because my screen is so small, but by mousing over I can see way more, like the entire title. You might have noted not all of these are relevant for me. I can also see other deadlines from courses I'm enrolled into, other groups for example. Down here I've got the month November again, and I can get a very quick overview of all the deadlines on one day. I can also click that day. That changes the day and also the view, and I can now see all the assignments due that day. So all the assignments due Sunday, November 22nd. If I scroll down a little bit, there's way more information here now. Like for example, I can see not only the full title, but also where to find instructions and where to upload my work. And there are two helpful links as well, like here, Abgabe hinzufügen, for handing in things, and where to find the work assignment, like in Professor Atzmüller-Rieser's Eduvidual course, or in the Klassenkurs 1N. If I click that link, I'm taken back to the Klassenkurs. I can expand unsere Klasse again, maximize the menu, and well, that's it. Please remember, to get an overview of the deadlines for handing in, use the Abgabekalender. Let's take a look at how to open the instructions provided by the teacher. I start out in the Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse, and I scroll down until I find the subject I'm looking for. Let's take maths here. I click maths and I see two things, a work assignment and a file. I could click this file and I would open it right away, but let's go for the work assignment instead. I click the work assignment and I can see that I've not handed in anything yet. Not surprising, I'm just looking for the instructions right now. Okay, it's cube and cuboid, and it tells me that I find the instructions right here and I should upload my work here. Okay, here's the attachment. That is what I need. I click it. I'm asked what I want to do with this file. I want to open it, confirm with OK, and I can see the work schedule now. And right below, also the worksheet I'm supposed to fill in. Nothing keeping me from getting started right away. Now you know how to open the instructions. Now I will show you how you can solve an assignment by typing text directly into Eduvidual. I start out in the Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse and I scroll down to find the subject I'm looking for. Let's take German here. Okay, there's an assignment here, the work schedule for week 47. I click it and I'm taken to the assignment. Here's the instructions file and there it says that I'm to describe my best friend. Right below, I have not handed it anything in yet, kein Versuch, no try. And down here I can add a new try by clicking Abgabe hinzufügen. If I click this, I have two options. Maybe I'm to enter text and maybe I'm to upload a file, depending on what the teacher is asking for. In this case, it is typing in text online, and in the editor on the right hand side, I can type in mein bester Freund, my best friend. But I can not only type in text, I can also format it. For example, as a heading, or I could go for bold, italic, or. Let's try using a heading. Big, average, small. Let's go for a big heading. My best friend is now a big heading. Down here, I can either save my changes or I can discard them using Abbrechen. I save my changes, clicking Änderung sichern. Save changes. Before I return to the Klassenkurs, I can take another look at where everything worked out. I did hand in something, zur Bewertung abgegeben. And down here I can see what I've typed in. I could also still edit it, Abgabe bearbeiten, or I could remove what I've handed in, Abgabe entfernen. Let's return to the Klassenkurs 1N by clicking Klassenkurs 1N. Finally, we're back in the Klassenkurs. Here's unsere Klasse. And that's what you need to know to solve an assignment by typing text directly into Eduvidual. Uploading a file in Eduvidual. Yes, I made it! I finished the maths worksheet. Now I want to upload it in Eduvidual. I start in the Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse. I scroll down until I find maths. I click it to open it. I find the correct work assignment, work schedule week 47, click it. And here I can see the instructions file again. I can see that it did not hand in anything yet, but we're gonna change that now. Abgabe hinzufügen, hand something in. There's a huge field for uploading files here. I want to do so by using drag and drop. So I grab my file, I press and hold the mouse button, drag it over here. I can see the border goes blue, does work, red does not work. Once again, blue, yes, red, no. So when the border is blue, drop the file. I can see the file is here, and most important, I have to save my changes by clicking Änderungen sichern. I can see, zur Bewertung abgegeben. Always double check here. And there's also the file down here. This is what I've uploaded. My recommendation is check whether this is complete, only then return to the Klassenkurs 1N. That's how to upload a file in Eduvidual. I show you how to receive feedback in Eduvidual. I start in the Klassenkurs under unsere Klasse, and first I scroll down to find the subject, in this case maths. I open it by clicking, then I find the work assignment. Again, I open it by clicking. Okay, here I see the grading status. It has been graded. Down here I see I scored 90 out of 100 points and I've received a comment. Oh, seems that I should take a look at counts and cuboids again. There is an annotation in my PDF file to either download or to show right away. Click it to see the annotations. Yeah, I mixed these two up. Well, happens. Close by using the little X. And down here there's a feedback file as well. Usually we'll only have one out of these three: comment, annotations, or feedback file. Return to the Klassenquiz, and back in the Klassenquiz we are. Now you know how to receive feedback in Eduvidual. Now you know the most important things about Eduvidual. Stay diligent, stay healthy, and see you soon. Bye!